Now, if you look at it a business impact perspective, taking an example disabling injury or taking an example company, we estimate that about $1 in direct costs associated with a claim. For every $1, there's anywhere between $2 and $10 of indirect costs. Without getting in too deep into accident theory, these indirect costs are things such as administrative time, cost of training a replacement worker, maybe overtime to get people to cover on the shift, having to replace damaged equipment. These are real costs, but they aren't as apparent to an organization as the direct costs are, which are directly attributed to the claim. Now, the National Safety Council commonly uses the 4-to-1 ratio, $4 of indirect costs for $1 of indirect costs, and you've probably seen the iceberg theory in the past. So if you use it as an example, and you take FM's previous Liberty Mutual's previous estimates of the cost per disabling injury being about $28,000, if a company has 10 of those a year, some organizations that won't seem like a lot. We'd hope to see them a lot smaller. That cost on a direct basis is $280,000. That's a number that they're going to see on some pages, and they're going to be able to realize right offhand. Now, remember that 4-to-1 ratio. If you start to factor in the 4 times indirect cost every dollar direct cost, you add back in that direct cost, that $280,000 is really about $1.4 million of impact to that organization, factoring both direct and indirect. Now, if you have a company that sells their products and services at even a 10% profit margin, essentially that company is just giving away $14 million worth of sales to pay for those 10 disabling injuries.